It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the O.co Coliseum in Oakland. Tonight it's the first of four between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Number 55, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he pitched well enough in his last outing to get the win. They'll take that again here.
We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Speaking of Beltre, he's collected more hits in his career than any other player hailing from the Dominican Republic.
And he's also only the 4th player in Major League history to hit for the cycle 3 times. He really is a rare talent at the plate.
Canna will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Shin-Soo Choo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Lowry's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now. Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
Now batting,
Adrian Beltre will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Takes this the other way to right. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. It's a run on 2. Marcus Semien will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Now batting,
Adrian Beltre will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
To short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Number 22 will dig in. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far.
Yeah, a tough one at the plate for him so far with the 2 punch-outs. But hey, that's going to happen to you at times.
Your
You just
attention,
have
please.
to have a short memory in
now
this game.
pitching for the
Eddie
Rangers.
Butler is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
The batter, number 2.
First
designated
delivery
hitter.
to him on the way. Chris Davis
Davis.
started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. There is Andrus on to first, and now the A's are down to their final out.
Now
Yeah,
batting.
and now just one
Third
out away
baseman.
from wrapping up this one, and that would certainly be a good way to start the series if they could take game 1 on the road.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Matt Chapman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. And he will make the catch, ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauls it in for the final out of the ball game.
Well, you know this is going to be a tough 4 games, no question about it. So you can bet they're a happy bunch to come in and steal the opener here on the road.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Tonight, it's the first of 4. Kyle Wright gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Odubel Herrera strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Number 37.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-10.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He does a lot of things right at the plate. He takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Cesar Hernandez will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Drilled on the ground to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Freddie Freeman may not be the best at his position defensively, but he is very reliable. He makes all the routine plays. He's going to pick a few here and there. Somebody that you really like to have over at first base.
Drilled to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top. Jake Arrieta will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding. So look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Maikel Franco will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
So stepping in, Luis Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Braves,
Ender Inciarte steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And that's a big 90 feet in a one-run game. He took a little bit of a chance, but that great speed makes it pay off.
That evens it up 1-1. This is pulled into right. Williams back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoke. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Stepping in now, Ronald Aguilar. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. To short, hit hard. Machado has it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for... Leading off the inning, Odubel Herrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Cesar Hernandez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Shane Carr will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. There's our line score to this point. You see the Braves leading this one from Turner Field as we play inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Justin Bour is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Quick check on that tying run at first. Don't want to forget about him. Manny Machado is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
1-0 pitch. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Oh,
what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second, plus you get the go-ahead run on at first base. So if this next guy could follow this single with a gapper or something like that, this game might get turned on its ear.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Into the box, Reed Hoskins, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Right side, Freeman's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Still down a run. It's 4-3. J.P. Crawford will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Ramos will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Shane Carr will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Ryan Flaherty will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Ryan Flaherty.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's the first pitch to him. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. Hoskins moves over, and the inning is over. So it's 2. Back here in the ATL with baseball on the show. Set to go in the 9th from Turner Field. Arodys Vizcaíno is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
38. Arodys Vizcaíno.
Striding in to start the 9th, Wilson Ramos. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Michael Franco stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what, just keeping him close. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aguilar is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. Nick Williams comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Bounce to the right into the loaded-up infield. To second for one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
That's about as economical a save as you're ever going to find. He only threw 4 pitches, but they're enough to get the job done.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Now, if you love good pitching, this one's for you. First pitch is coming up. Tyler Mayhew will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see he absolutely dominates left-handed hitters. We'll see if that trend continues here in this one.
Albert Alomar makes his way to the plate, and we are ready
Leading
for
off
some
the afternoon
daytime
for the
baseball.
Cubs, center fielder.
We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What's your
Leading
take
off
on
for
him,
the
EK?
Well, guys,
Center
his
fielder,
batting average
Billy
against this year is
Hamilton.
under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Bryant scoops it up, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is
Batting
snuffed
second.
out. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup
16.
card in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, hopefully with the wind blowing out, you're not going to see too many guys in that lineup with their eyes too big thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit it out there into that wind. Stay focused, but if you get something up in the zone, drill it.
Number 16 will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him 2 down. And with a
Batting
quick
third.
breather here, let's take a
Second
look at the
baseman.
Cubs alignment on defense.
Studer.
It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Joey Votto will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Well, the old vet still got it. He may be getting up there in age, but that doesn't seem to be affecting his ability to hit the baseball that much.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. EK, one-year-old ball club. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Addison Russell will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And you know, normally in a case like this, you don't point the fingers in one spot. And this is no exception. It's been a team-wide struggle this last week or so, and they might not be through the worst of it yet.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
Kyle Schwarber will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5.
Now batting,
Andrew McCutchen
fielder,
steps in with
Andrew
1 in,
McCutchen.
1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Pitch out,
1-0.
nothing doing. The 1-0 delivery. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
You want to talk about having a bazooka for an arm. After watching the jump, I thought he had this base stolen, but this ball is on the money with some steam on it. He's out by a pretty comfortable margin.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
God, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Schebler ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen, making it an even 250 for his career. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning. So they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On the ground near home, but it gets foul. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his second base hit of the afternoon. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd best on this Chicago ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
This is pulled into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming. Scott Schebler comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Tucker Barnhart will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batters.
Brandon Morrow will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
The batter,
Number 16 stands in, and the runner will get back standing. Out in front of it, strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Grounded to the right. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.